4K friends, it's Mrs. Wixom back with the Read Aloud and Your Project this week. This week we are learning all about pumpkins. Why would we be learning about pumpkins? It's fall and we harvest pumpkins in fall, or we pick the pumpkins in fall, but also October is a Halloween month. If you celebrate Halloween, you might dress up in a costume and go trick-or-treating. And you also might carve or cut open a pumpkin and take all the guts out and then carve a face with shapes on your pumpkin too. Then it becomes a jack-o'-lantern. We can learn about how pumpkins grow before they turn into a jack-o'-lantern. So our project, after we learn about our pumpkins growing, is going to be making our very own pumpkins with our name. So let's look at our It's Pumpkin Time book that teaches us all about what happens to a pumpkin before it turns into a jack-o'-lantern if you celebrate Halloween. This is called It's Pumpkin Time. All summer long, my brother and I get ready for our favorite holiday. Can you guess what it is? I see a jack-o'-lantern. October is the month of Halloween, and we make jack-o'-lanterns. Halloween! And can you guess what we do to get ready? Well, we plant a jack-o'-lantern patch. And what is a jack-o'-lantern before it turns into a jack-o'-lantern? It's a pumpkin! That's what we're learning about, pumpkins! So first they need to plant the seeds. First, I turn the soil with the shovel, and my brother uses the spade to dig narrow rows, just 1 inch deep. That's really, really short. Then we drop in pumpkin seeds and then cover them with soil. I see the pumpkin seeds. They're putting it in the soil. Just like we would plant the apple seeds to make an apple tree. We water them and wait for the sun to warm them. Before long, the seed grows tiny roots, and small green shoots poke up out from under the ground. I see the little sprout of green leaves. That's going to turn into a pumpkin. The shoots grow into vines. These vines, they're green, little stringy plants. They're called vines, and they grow longer and longer. The pumpkins are going to grow on those vines. Every week we water them and pull up lots of weeds. You pull the weeds around the plant so that it doesn't take up any of the water or food from them. Soon we see buds where flowers will bloom. The yellow flowers show us where our pumpkins will grow. Just like our apples start out as a flower too. It's like a blossom. At first the pumpkins are green and tiny. And what shape are they starting to become? They're starting to become a circle, a green circle. And then they grow bigger with that rain. The rain feeds them, gives them a drink of water. And they get bigger. Soon it's fall, and our great big pumpkins change color from green to, what color are they now? They're yellow. Then to, what color? Orange. The pumpkins turn orange. Now they're ready to be harvested or picked. We have never grown such big pumpkins. Mom and Dad help us cut the pumpkins from the vines. We gather them in a wheelbarrow and take them home. Here are the pumpkins. What shape are they still? They're still a circle. Big orange circles. And it's Halloween at last. We draw faces on our pumpkins, and Mom and Dad help us cut them, hollow them out, and light candles inside. They light them up. Now they are jack-o'-lanterns. You cut them open and put a light inside, and they become jack-o'-lanterns. This one is my favorite. Can you guess what we do next? What are they going to do on Halloween? We put on our costumes, and then it's time to trick or treat. So if you celebrate Halloween, you might do the same things. You have a connection. Ooh, spooky jack-o'-lanterns that started out as pumpkins. It says Happy Halloween. And you are going to make your own pumpkins, almost your own pumpkin patch, with your orange circles that Mrs. Wixom sent to you. So you have a bunch of orange circles, and those orange circles are going to become your pumpkin name. I want you to find your orange circles and line them up in a row, like on the vine in our pumpkin patch. And they can overlap a little bit. See how the edges overlap? Let's take a look nice and close. Let's look nice and close. And now I have all of my pumpkins in a row like they're growing on a vine in one straight line. Next, you need to add your name to your pumpkins so that it's your pumpkin patch. On each circle, I want you to write one letter of your name. So this is how you spell Mrs. Wixom's name. I have a W, an I, an X, O, M. And how many letters are in Mrs. Wixom's name? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters in Mrs. Wixom's name. How many pumpkins do I have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see a connection. I am going to write one letter on one pumpkin. So I need to first write a W because that's the letter that comes first in my name. Notice I always start my letters at the top. You do too. And then I need an I because that comes next in my name. Next I need an X. Cross it out for an X. Now I need, what letter is this, friends? O, it's a circle. I write an O. And lastly, I need to write an M. Now my pumpkins say Wixom because it's my pumpkin patch. And if you want to, you can use a marker, you can use a crayon, or you can practice with a pencil first to make sure that you can write your letters really nicely first and make sure you get it right. Then trace them with a marker to make it darker. When you're all done writing your name, I want you to add a stem to the top of each of your pumpkins. My stems are going to be green because I noticed my vines were green. So I'm going to add a little stem with a leaf. And you can just use a little rectangle or square if you want to make sure that you can see that our pumpkin patch has a stem too. And look at this, my friends. I have a whole pumpkin patch that's all mine. Just like our friends in our story had a pumpkin patch that was all theirs. We wrote our name and practiced writing our letters starting at the top. And I'm so proud of you, my friends, for working hard and making your brain grow nice and strong. Kiss your brain for me. Do it again. I'm so proud of you, my friends, and I will see you next time.